Mr. Three Putt, that's what your friends call you. If that's your problem, watch this next video. Hit like, hit subscribe, and let's go. Hello, I'm Ben Mutz from Ben Mutz Golf, and here at the beautiful Diversity Driving Range, my hidden area here. I've been waiting to do this putting video for a long time. It's about how to become a master of distance control when putting. It is absolutely impossible for you to become a master putter unless you learn how to become a master of distance control when putting. Out there I have a couple of props. I have 7 props, 7 yellow buckets there. I'm going to be practicing hitting the ball going 3 yards, 5 yards, 10, 15, 20, 25 yards, and then 30 yards by using a methodology that I created and developed a long time ago. What I did in the golf industry, I converted distance factors in putting from feet to yards, so I can bring in a mathematical equation of how to make the ball go a certain distance by simply taking the putter face back a certain distance at a certain tempo. So what happens here, this is a 3-yard putt, a 5-yard putt, a 10-yard, 15, 20, 25, and 30-yard putt. So in your way of putting right now, you are probably trying to actually feel or touch how hard you can hit that golf ball, and that's just ludicrous because there's no such thing as an innate feeling. So what I'm going to teach you today is a pretty simple mathematical equation on how to make the ball go a certain distance. Here's what actually happens in putting. We're going to practice this here. I'm going to show you and demonstrate this on a flat surface because you first and foremost have to have the ball going on a flat surface to make the putt, okay? All right, now watch what I'm going to do here. We're going to take the putter face back a certain distance based on my body part to body part learning. In my book, Golf Putt to Par, How to Master Distance Control in Putting, we're going to show you some charts here in a second. I'm actually going to show you an introduction to my green reading charts and actually how we do that. So every single time we make a putt in my method, there are a couple of absolutes. One, the ball's played off your left inner heel. Okay, the inside of your heels are the same width as your outer hip joints. Your right palm's going to start off your left inner thigh. Okay, and you have your center of gravity go over your left inner thigh before you begin. So the right palm starts off your left inner thigh. So say these words out loud. Where the right palm goes, so goes the putter face. So I teach a right palm dominant putting stroke, and what we're going to teach you today is how to control the distance by actually doing where the palm goes, so goes the putter face, therefore there goes the balls. Now the key to my actual methodology is the creation of my timing and tempo by saying the words back and through. So right now, if you're a field putter, you're probably standing over the putt, trying to get the feeling for the putt, okay? And then sometimes you stand over the putt and you actually lose complete awareness of what you're trying to do and you're just guessing. So we're just going to do a little demonstration here. And if you do this at home, find a practice putting green that's a flat surface. You're going to practice these 7 body part numbers that actually makes the ball go 3 yards all the way up to 30 yards. So I'm going to demonstrate for you here and see if we can pull this off right away, okay? So the first putt I'm going to make here is going to be to the first bucket, which is 3 yards. So I'm going to take my right palm off my left inner thigh, have my center of gravity on my left inner heel, and so for the male body part to make that happen, the right palm is going to go to the left testicle and saying the words back and through. So let's see how well I can do this on this one putt. Right palm off left inner thigh, check. Right palm to the right inner thigh, check. Right palm to the left testicle, check. Dimple on the ball. Back and through, okay? So that was a successful putt. That ball went just a little past 3 yards. However, that's still a 2 putt if I have to actually make a second putt on that terms. Now we're going to do the 5-yard putt. It's pretty simple. Right palm starts off the left inner thigh, goes back to my right testicle, and saying the words back and through, and we continue the motion going through. Right palm off left inner thigh to right testicle, dimple on the ball, back and through, okay? So that ball rolled out nicely, just right around 5 yards. So I created those distance factors not by thinking of feeling and touch, by just doing the math. Where the right palm goes, so goes the putter face. This is the next bucket's a 10-yard putt. So I take my right palm off my left inner thigh, take my right palm to my right inner thigh. I say the words back and through, okay? And then that ball is going to roll out 10 yards. So that's a nice putt right there, okay? Next putt is going to be a 15-yard putt. So I take my right palm off my left inner thigh, take it to my middle thigh, okay? The 10-yard putt was my right inner thigh. Now this is my middle thigh. So I'm take my right palm off my left inner thigh to the middle of my right thigh and say the magic words of back and through, okay? And that ball is going to roll out 15 yards. Keep going, ball. Okay, good. Not bad, okay? Now I'm taking my right palm off my left inner thigh, okay? Take it to my right outer thigh, and that's going to make the ball go 20 yards. So I'm taking the bucket over there, right palm off left inner thigh, check, to my right outer thigh, dimple on the golf ball, back and through, okay? And that ball's going to roll out nicely 20 yards, okay? Here we go. Very good. Okay, good. All right, next putt is going to be a 25-yard putt. I'm going to take my right palm back to my off my left inner thigh, take it back to my right, the middle of my right thigh, which is right here. And that's going to make the ball go 25 yards. That's the third way bucket over there. Right palm off left inner thigh, check. Middle of my right thigh, check. Dimple on the ball, back and through, okay? And then that ball is going to roll out 25. That's a nice putt right there. There we go. So that's a nice putt right there, nice lag putt right there. So the third one, which is a 30-yard putt. Now remember, my methodology covers all the way up to 90 feet of putting using one tempo. And this is the key to my methodology. It's a one tempo system. Right now, you probably go out to a golf course, and if you have a downhill putt, your mind says, I'm going to hit it softer. If you have an uphill putt, your mind says you're going to hit it harder. So the definition or the psychology is how soft is soft and how hard is hard. The answer is you do not know. So what I'm doing here is I'm dispelling these beautiful words or these innate words of feeling and touch, okay? All right, because we do not actually feel or touch anything. We have a system that applies the methodology that makes the ball go a necessary distance. Now in this last putt, okay, I'm taking my right palm off to my right hip joint. All right, that's the way bucket, the third bucket, the last bucket at the end here. Right palm off left inner thigh, check. Right palm to my right hip joint, check. Dimple on the ball, back and through, okay? And let's see if this ball's going to roll out here. Okay, good. So that was not a good putt. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make an adjustment. So what I asked myself, okay, what was the problem? It was either I didn't take my putter face back far enough or my tempo was too slow. So in this case, it's absolutely because I didn't take my right palm back far enough. So I'm going to make an adjustment. Right palm off left inner thigh, check. Right palm to right hip joint, check. Dimple on the ball, back and through. Okay, so that's going to be a better putt. So I made an adjustment of learning based on knowing what I was attempting to do before I made the putt. The key here and the fun part about this is that when I do my putting lessons or my putting clinics, the very first thing I do is I have the student make a putt. They go to the putting green, and I actually have the putt paced off before they know it. They go there and make a putt, and every single golfer at every single level, I've had tour pros in front of me doing this little drill here. I'll ask them the simple question, how far was their putt? And they'll stand back and say, 25 feet, you know. It's actually a 30-yard, it's a 30-foot putt, which is a 10-yard putt in my methodology. So they don't equate that before we begin. So in my method, I know what I'm trying to do before I begin. So let's say if I was out here practicing, now remember, this is a flat surface at a driving range on a mat on a synthetic green. So find a practice putting green in your area that's as flat as possible. In my 5 drills, which I'll show you some details on that later, the first drill is called the 7-ball lag drill. So you have to learn how to lag the golf ball for 7 body parts, 3 yards, 5 yards, 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30. And once you get competent in that, then I go into my green read and show you how to make adjustments of learning of hitting different body parts. What never changes is tempo. So if you're struggling on putting, just get here, buy my book. Here, Golf Putt to Par. This is my teaching manual, so it's all messed up here. Golf Putt to Par. I'm happy to say my next book, Golf's 50-Yard and In Club, that will be on Amazon September of 2025. So let me just take a couple seconds here and just slow down and focus. Okay, on my end, I'm going to take 7 golf balls here. Okay, I'm going to make 7 putts. Okay, all right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So right palm off left inner thigh, check. Right palm to left testicle, check. Dimple on the ball, back and through. Okay. Very good. Right palm off left inner thigh, check. Right palm to right testicle, check. This is a 5-yard putt, dimple on the ball, back and through. Okay, so that's a better putt. Very good. Right palm off left inner thigh, check. Right palm to middle, right thigh, right palm off left inner thigh, check. Right palm to my right inner thigh, check. This is a 10-yard putt. Focus on the ball, dimple on the ball, back and through. Okay, so that's a better putt than the first one. Right palm off left inner thigh, check. The middle of my thigh, check. Right palm off left inner thigh to right middle of my thigh. Dimple on the golf ball, back and through, okay? All right, right palm off left inner thigh, check. Right palm or right outer thigh, check. Dimple on the ball, back and through. So all I'm doing here is hitting body parts and saying the magic words of back and through, and that's allowing me to have a 2-putt. Right palm off left inner thigh, check. Middle of my right thigh, check. Dimple on the ball, back and through. Okay, that's a good putt right there. That's going to be right on. Right palm off left inner thigh, check. Right palm on my right hip joint, check. Okay, dimple on the ball, back and through. Okay, so that's going to be a 30-yard putt, and that's a dandy putt right there. So I just lagged that golf ball 90 feet by hitting certain body parts. Where the right palm goes, so goes the club face. One of my favorite websites is the game of golf is a game of 2-putt. Now here's the reality. If you're out there playing golf and you do not have confidence in how you're going to 2-putt, playing 18 holes of golf every single green, buy my book, hit subscribe, hit like. Okay, keep watching my videos. I have other videos about putting on there and then full swing as well. So we're going to continuously keep giving you videos on the putting. If you just follow the yellow brick road, I'm going to lower your putting stroke average. Remember, right palm off left inner thigh is going to hit a certain body part, saying the magic words of back and through, and it's keeping what is called a one-tempo putting system. That's the difference of my methodology over any other methodology there is on the planet based on the research that I've done. Remember, okay, it's a one-tempo putting system. It's a body part hitting one body part. I'm never thinking about this piece of metal because my mind has no idea what this piece of metal is. Okay, it's the right palm going off one body part to another body part, saying the words back and through, and that's what's going to create the timing and tempo and controlling. Let's do one more 10-yard putt. Right palm off left inner thigh check. Right palm to right inner thigh check. Dimple on the ball. Back and through. Okay, that's spot on. Okay, very good. So thanks for watching. Hit like, hit subscribe. Continue for the next couple of months here. I'm going to be doing a lot of YouTube videoing on my short game and my putting method and a full swing. Thanks for tuning in. Pass this on to your friends. Hit like, hit subscribe, and I'll see you until next time.